Chapter 1. Island of Statues. Travel across the Pacific Ocean to a remote island. Here you will see great stone faces rising from the ground. This is Easter Island. This island is about 2,300 miles, 3,700 kilometers west of Chile. Less than 10,000 people live here. There are 887 monoliths spread across the island. These stone statues were made more than 500 years ago. They were made to look like humans. Some are kneeling. Some have carvings on their backs. Did you know? Settlers first arrived on the island around 1200. They called it Tepito o Tehenua. In 1722, Dutch sailors named it Easter Island. Why? They arrived on Easter Sunday. Today, locals call it Rapa Nui. Chapter 2. Carved Stones. The first people to come to the island were Polynesians. They made stone altars called ahu. Marriages and other ceremonies took place near them. Families made statues to honor their ancestors. They called the statues moai. They made them big. Why? It showed that a family was powerful. They placed the moai on the ahu. The moai were carved from a soft stone called tuff. It is volcanic ash that has hardened. It came from Rano Raraku. This is an extinct volcano on the island. People carved the statues face up in the quarry. They used adzes. These tools were made of harder rock. Finished statues were cut from the quarry. Then it was time to move them. But how? Most weighed at least 13 tons, 12 metric tons. There were no animals on the island that could help. What do you think? Are there statues where you live? Why are they important? Who or what do they honor? Chapter 3. Walking Statues. People may have pulled the statues over rolling logs, or they may have tied ropes around them. Then they could rock them from side to side. The moai would have looked like they were walking. The backs were carved after they were moved. The statues farthest from the quarry are the smallest. Why? They were easier to move a greater distance. Almost 400 statues are still in the quarry or nearby. They may have been too big to move. Some statues have pukao on them. These look like hats. They were placed after the statues were moved. They are made of red lava stone. Over time, some moai fell over. Others were pushed over by fighting families. Wind, sun, and rain have eroded the stone. Lichen has grown on them. People work to preserve the statues. They stand them back up. They put sealant on some. We can do our part to help preserve the statues. We can show respect for the land and the people who live here. How? Stay on the paths. Do not touch the statues. More people visit Easter Island each year. Would you like to explore it? What do you think? Chile's government limits how many people can visit the island. Do you think this is a good idea? Why or why not? Glossary. Altars. Large raised surfaces used for religious ceremonies. Ancestors. Members of a family who lived long ago. Ceremonies. Formal events that mark important occasions. Eroded. Worn away by water wind, heat, or ice. Extinct. No longer active. Extinct volcanoes no longer erupt. Honor. To recognize and praise someone or something. Lichen. Flat, sponge-like growth on rocks that consists of algae and fungi growing close together. Locals. The people who live in a particular area. Monoliths. Very large stones. Preserve. To protect something so that it stays in its original or current state. Quarry. A place where stone, slate, or sand is dug from the ground. Remote. Far away, secluded, or isolated. Sealant. A substance put on a surface to protect it.